you should do, I guess. How's it feel?
It feels great. A big win here at home, conference win, moving on. Always feels good. I'm glad we can do it. So just glad we got the win tonight.
Taylor had a career night tonight. What did you see out of him out there?
Just confidence, growing, chemistry, growing. Those reps, game reps are valuable, and getting those with him are really important. So just seeing that grow over time, and it's going to keep growing.
How would you describe him as a passer? Specifically, how would you describe his deep ball?
I think he's an amazing passer. From the moment he got here, I always thought he was really talented throwing the ball. He has a really strong arm. Some of the passes he's made, through camp and practice shows that. So, deep ball is amazing with him. He obviously wants to throw first. Even on the sideline, he tells us, like, hey, I'm looking downfield. My eyes are downfield. I'm trying to find you guys. So, stay alive. If I got to run, I will. But, he wants to be a passer. I believe he is a passer. He makes good, incredible passes.
You've been here for a while. To see a kid like Taylor, he's still relatively young and still only a few games into this. How cool is it to see him get to kind of experience?
Oh, I love it. I love seeing him grow. I tell him every time when I come to sideline, just do you. You're a baller. Trust your instincts and play hard. He makes plays. He's a playmaker, and it's fun being out there. It truly is.
You guys had so much space at times, and it seemed like he was just taking what the defense gave him. What were they running, and how were you guys getting so open?
They were giving us looks. We practiced all week, and, just doing things with Taylor. We talked through these looks. If we're getting this type of look, we're going to run this, and that should be open. As it was, he's doing a great job going through his progressions, and like I said, keeping his eyes downfield. And, us just knowing where to be, being at those spots, built that trust and that confidence in him to throw it and get us there.
What was your vantage point on that 10-yard touchdown where you juked one dude, then another, and then?
It's amazing to watch. I didn't even know what to do. I'm trying to block. I don't know if he's down, and he just keeps moving, and I just put my hands up and I shake my head. I tip my hat to him. He's amazing.
The offense, defense, special teams from start to finish. You guys the most impressive 4 quarters of the year?
I would think so. Obviously, we got some things we can clean up, but that's how it goes. You're finding your identity as a team, both sides of the ball and special teams, and just building that chemistry, that trust amongst players, and just keep going forward.
What about George tonight again?
George never disappoints. You know what to expect from him, and it's because of his work ethic. He always comes out to practice with the same mentality, great mentality. He's always working hard, and he's a workhorse on and off the field. So, when we come out here, it's not a surprise to see how fast he gets back out there and how hard he works and the moves he makes.
Had a step in for Scott Matlock tonight. What did you think about the defensive performance that he put on?
Our defense held them to a very small amount of yards, and that's just our motto here. Whoever has to be the next man up, you never know when your opportunity is going to come. We always say, your jersey calls you. You don't get to call your jersey, so everyone preps that way, and we got to stay ready. So Divine stepping in, he was ready, and as you guys can see, he was excited for his opportunity and went out there and made the best of it.
You guys have been running the ball so much these last couple weeks, and as receivers, I'm sure you can say you love blocking and all that stuff, but probably sucks to not catch passes. When you're able to have a night like this and really showcase what you're able to do, how great was that for the receivers?
It feels amazing, when we're out there, just whatever it takes week to week to win, it's going to be a different game, different opponent, different game plan. So if we got to go in there and make that block, we got to make that block. If we got to make the catch, we got to make the catch. It comes with the position. It comes with what we sign up to do as a receiver and play football here. So.
How much momentum do you guys feel like you have right now? You're 5-0 Mountain West Conference play, just won your 4th straight. How much momentum do you feel like you guys have?
I feel like we have a huge swing of momentum, and everyone feels it. The vibe, the energy is amazing around here. We just keep building, and the confidence is the biggest thing amongst our team. Defense feeds off of our offense, and, when we're rolling, they're great already, and they just keep playing better.
Taylor just looked, you mentioned it, it's confidence, but he looks so relaxed. Is that really just a product of as many reps as he's gotten, or, is it something else?
Kind of his character, type of guy he is. He always preps really hard. He's always asking questions. He's always talking to me on different looks and different things we can get. He's really loose guy. He plays loose, and that's when he's at his best, and I try to keep him there too. When we're in the huddle, I'm talking to him, hey, great job, great decisions, keep it up. And we have a little laugh every now and then, a little dance he'll give me to let me know that he's in a good mood, and we'll just keep rolling from there.
I know you and Riley are pretty close. You guys have a dream of scoring in the same game?
Yeah, it's something we talk about all the time. He's also my roommate. I love that guy to death. And the first thing, came up to me and he jumped and held me up in the air after I scored. He was like, Billy, more excited than me. I'm like, Riley, let me get some water. So that's my guy. He's so excited. And I was happy when he scored his touchdown, same energy. So, it was cool. And we're definitely going to, have some pizza tonight and have a good time and talk about that.
What did you think of his catch?
It was a great catch. I mean, in practice, we got different looks. And, he went out there and very similar to what we had in practice. Our coaches put us in great positions to make great plays. He went out there and made his play when his name was called.
You guys good? Awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I only have 10, so if you guys could make sure everyone. Just pass it out. Thank you.
We have enough for BJ, you?
We got one. We have an extra. There's another one. I'll take it.
He's got one. I'm gonna use two for myself.
What was the final third down number? Oh my God! It should have been 3. That's such BS.
You got one for.
That's no, third down.
I know. That's horrible. What was the bet?
What
Two
you
and
said,
a half?
I said 2.5. Dude, like, oh, come on now.
I just thought, well, it was mostly that. I just thought that was ludicrous that the number was actually that low for like an actual game. Like,
Yeah.
that's nothing but
That was a pretty good line, though, huh?
It ended up being pretty good, because there was at least on the first drive they got us wide open and dropped it. And then, what's your favorite flavor these days?
I do rain cherry lime.
What kind?
Rain?
Oh, rain, cherry lime.
Yeah, cherry lime. I don't know if lime is, like, just cherry lime.
You like the white gummy bear? No.
I haven't tried it. Find what I like and I just stick to it.
Yeah, I'm with the mango, strawberry, guava, whatever. I can't remember.
Or the
Is that what it was?
I'm still on it. It's right.
Oh,
It's
wow.
back from the show.
Is it the black one, right? The rock
No,
star?
they changed the color.
Okay.
It used to be orange and black, and now it's more like a fruity color.
what's the do you have rain orange creamsicle? Sort of
Yes, that's a good one too.
And rainbow
It's a
sherbet.
little sweet for me, but like every now and then it's gonna make sense. Kind of like your personality.
Like that.
Oh, actually, it's actually good.
We ready to get rolling? I'd just like to start off by saying thank you to Bronco Nation again for coming out and supporting in Albertson Stadium, making it one of the best venues in college football to be able to play in. We're very grateful for that. You know, that is something special because of all the hard work that goes in each and every week. The dedication it takes by our staff, by our players and everybody involved, and so we're very grateful for the venue and the energy and what Bronco Nation brings. So appreciate you guys. You guys can start firing away.
Coach, when you look at Taylor, where has he grown as a quarterback over the last month the most?
Well, we can sit down and talk a whole lot about that because we can all see that he's grown a tremendous amount. Number one, his confidence in his command and how he leads the huddle, how he communicates, how he approaches it. Tonight, he was in his zone tonight. You know, our preparation and getting him ready to get him to that place every single week, that's the goal. And not only for him, but for everybody else. Not only is his confidence in his command within the huddle and his operation in the pre-snap, we're starting to see that stuff get cleaned up, but his rhythm within the wide receivers, his ability to extend the pocket, you know, or extend and get out of the pocket when the pocket breaks down, that's a huge factor. Having him back there, it creates more explosive plays. The wide receivers do a great job within the scramble drill, but then the timing of the drop back progressions. I mean, we saw him hit some throws, you know, off his last step in his drop and keep things on time and you know, put the ball where it needed to be. So we spread it around tonight. I didn't look to see who all. Yeah, there's almost 4 guys that had 5 catches tonight. So that's exciting to see too.
He had such a good game throwing the ball. Was this kind of a statement game for Taylor in a way?
You know what? Again, it's in this game, it's always about what are they giving you. You can't pound your head into a wall. So whatever the defense is going to give. You know, our coaches did a good job. Coach Cutter did a good job taking what the defense gave and obviously preparing Talon and the offense to, you know, have an understanding of anticipating what is the defense going to work to try to take away, what are the certain things that they're going to do, and then putting the guys in position to be able to do that.
Brought up the wide receivers, whether it be Steph, Billy, McAllister, Davis, they all posted season highs in receiving yards today. How much is that group deserving of this? How patient have they had to been and diligent just to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really exciting to see those guys. And this week was by far their best week of being patient, being committed, bringing that attitude of we're going to get this done, we're going to keep growing, we're going to keep pushing forward to be better. And I'm proud of them. I mean, I know all our coaches are proud of them to be able to do what they did out there tonight. And obviously, we were just talking about it with a few of them in the locker room. Where do we go from here? How do we keep growing? How do we keep bringing that positive energy, that vibe that nothing's going to hold us back? We're going to keep working. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but anything great takes a whole lot of work and commitment. He did a good job. He did a really good job. You know, whether he was lined up over the guard or he was lined up over the center, there were some matchups there that once we saw early on in that game that we wanted to make sure that we kept them in those situations. Again, this is a game of personnel matchups and being diligent enough within to find the matchups that are going to be that our guys are going to be able to win consistently and then put them in position. I thought our coaches did a really good job I thought our coaches did a really good job getting the guys ready that stepped up and played this week. It wasn't until late Monday afternoon that we had realized that George is what we thought was, we didn't know it was as severe as it was with George Tarlis and his hip. And come to find out late Monday afternoon that he did experience a pretty serious hip injury that had to get fixed immediately, so that he can continue to prepare and get himself ready. And so we're very grateful for George. It was something that I'm very proud of our medical team too. I'm very grateful for our medical team putting in a plan into action immediately to be able to get George squared away, to get him fixed. And obviously now we will be there for him with his rehab and getting him back to getting him ready to go for pro day next year.
That D-line as a whole, you got a lot of guys out tonight, and to have 5 sacks and hold them to 3 rushing yards.
Yeah.
You mentioned guys stepping up, but I mean, what do you think of the D-line?
It was a lot of work this week. It was a lot of work, and those, again, these guys are an awesome group to be around. A lot of those guys that stepped in tonight stepped in and played a lot more snaps than they normally get to play. And that's part of football. Obviously, there's only 11 guys that get to go on the field at one time. And the way they prepared, the way they trained, we'll go watch the film, and we already know it. We've already seen some of the things that we can be better at. But I was really excited to see Cortez. Cortez came off the shelf in the bye week. The Air Force week, not really, he got a lot of reps in practice and training, but not really a great position to put a guy in that hadn't played thus far this season, because we love him and want to see him get off to a great start like he did tonight. And it just so happened to work out that, with the unfortunate situation with George, that it was Cortez's night to be able to step up. And he did. He did a good job in his first college game. There's a lot that he's going to need to learn. There's going to be a lot that he needs to continue to work on going forward, so that we can have continued success in our defensive front. It was awesome to see Gabe Hunter jump in there, who has not got a ton of playing time, but has been very diligent throughout the course of this season and last season, and has been a huge guy on special teams. Dimitri's huge as always. I mean, Dimitri was ready to play both sides of the field tonight, given that we were limited because we had to move Ahmed inside with Scotty not playing and Jackson not playing. And just really proud of the coaches and how they got these guys ready. And it wasn't, I think if you watch the game, it was not a simplified package. We did not taper off on what we needed to do, because there were new guys that were going to be in there. And that's a really incredible that the coaches were able to get that stuff done.
You mentioned how comfortable Taylor looked. Is that something that just kind of took 4 weeks to click and for his timing and everything to really come to fruition?
Well, again, I mean, there's plenty that he's going to be able to learn from. Every week we come out of each week with something to be better at, okay? This past week, it was his decision making. The week before, it was his command in the huddle, his communication, and how we're going to lead and how we're going to take charge, how we're going to put confidence into our offense when we're on the field, when we're on the sideline, at practice, in the game. This week, it was about his decision making and being precise and taking that same command that he's taken in the huddle with his communication and making sure that we are using that same mentality in our decision making. And that starts with our preparation. If we have the same mentality in practice and we use those reps and our timing's right in practice, then we're going to be able to do the same thing in the game.
What was your vantage point on that 10-yard touchdown where he juked a couple dudes and then ran?
I couldn't see much of it, but boy, watching it on the replay board, that was special. That was special. And again, us getting Talon prepared each and every week. Yeah, he was in the zone tonight. You can see it in his eyes. Now, that's not just going to happen next week. That's going to take a lot of preparation to get him, ready the next week with new objectives that the new team's going to present to us.
I know we've asked you the last couple of weeks about red zone. I don't know if I've ever covered a game where you guys went 7 for 7 with 7 touchdowns. Whether it be that or you guys start, from start to finish, a 4-quarter effort. I mean, best performance of the year all around you guys, or?
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. And we've, I will say this too, It's the guys are committed to doing things better at practice. From the standpoint of the consistency from when the time we get on the field to the time we get off the field, and even the periods when it's more lower tempo, being able to keep their focus, keep their energy right, and that's what's required to play your best 4 quarters. There's going to be this in a game. You're going to go sit on the bench while the other side of the ball is on the field. We got to know how to handle our mental, keep our focus, and be able to communicate and handle the in-game adjustments. I believe and I know that our players are doing a better job, our coaches are doing a better job, and we need to continue to do that at practice. Each and every day at practice, it's an opportunity where we're only out there for, a certain amount of time. We can't wait to fix things till we get back into the meeting room. Just like we can't wait to fix things within a game. We've got to be able to see it as coaches. We've got to be able to communicate, and we've got to be able to adjust in-game time. And that had a big deal to do with us being consistent. The coaches adjusted, and so did the players. And it was fun to see all 3 phases operate and come together.
Good.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
How's it going?
How's it feel to have a game like that, man?
That's incredible. That's the results we were looking for. So, yeah.
How long have you been waiting for that design? I mean, you had big shoes to fill tonight. Why were you able to do what you did?
Just the way we practice, Practice is like extremely hard. So when you come to the game, it's always lesser than that. So practice always prepares us for these type of moments.
Did it test you to wait this long, though? I mean, you kind of waited for your opportunity here.
I'll just play my role for the team. That's all. Be humble, be patient. And when your number is called, execute.
What that in mind when you get 4 and a half tackles for a loss? How much fun did you have playing football tonight?
Every night is fun playing with my teammates, so it's just like a cherry on the cake, so yeah.
You look more explosive out there this year. Did you change your off-season conditioning at all?
Just the mindset. I feel like I lost a few pounds as well, so that's always gonna make it a little quicker.
The D-line as a whole, you guys were without a lot of guys tonight. Segura going down, not having Scott or Jackson. So what was about you and some of these other guys that maybe haven't gotten a ton of playing time to step up when they're ball on?
I mean, that's just our mentality, Next man up. There should be no drop off between groups. So.
I totally get that mindset, but to lose a guy like Scott and to lose a guy like George, I mean, what was that position group or that position room like this week, knowing you wouldn't have those guys?
Nobody stuttered. Nobody, skipped a beat. It's like a normal week of practice.
You've been playing next to Andy Avalos for a little while now. What stands out about him on the field?
He's just explosive. Like, for somebody that hasn't played football for that long, it's scary. Like, imagine when he really gets it under his belt. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to stop him. So, yeah.
This is the first time we saw Cortez and had a pretty dang good debut. What'd you see from him? And I'm sure it was probably nice for him to.
It's the same stuff we've been seeing this whole year. Like, these dudes are explosive, and they're just waiting on their opportunity. So they came, their number was called, and they executed the way we're supposed to. So.
Talking to Garrett Kerner earlier this week, he says an offensive lineman feels like there are times where he can sense that the opposing defensive line is on the verge of breaking. Defensive lineman, like when you guys are getting after tonight, can you sense that at all about an offensive line?
Of course, you read body language. You might see them fighting with their teammates and stuff like that, not communicating, false starts, things like that. So, yeah.
How much do you feed off of that when you see that?
It doesn't bother me. Just keep playing football, I know I'm doing my job when that happens, so, yeah.
How proud is that room right now? The defense after, like I said, I know next man up, but how proud are you guys?
We expect it, so, Of course, we're happy for the win and being dominant, but we expected it, and it happened, so, yeah.
This is the 4th time this season you guys have held a team to less than 100 rushing yards in a game. Why have you had so much success against the run?
You know, everybody just does their assignment. They do their 111. So when that happens, you get good results.
What's it like playing in front of this crowd and just I'm sure you know, growing up and stuff, had dreams of like making plays and hearing this kind of crowd, you know, cheering for you.
Honest to God, it doesn't get any better than Boise State. Like these fans, they're the reason why we're successful. All those false starts and them showing up week in and week out, like we honestly appreciate it, and I hope they know that. Yeah.
You thinking could even like the craziest you've ever seen it next week against BYU?
I know they're gonna show up for that, and I can't wait. Yeah.
Andy was just describing the way that you guys' attention to detail and stuff in practice over the last week. Did you guys, as players, notice anything different, or you changed your approach or anything at all?
It's the same thing. Nothing has changed. Yeah.
You guys are rolling right now. How much confidence does this team have? I mean, I know you kind of touched on it, but just to think about where you guys were a month ago to where you are now.
I mean, in our locker room, we always knew what we can do. So when we do it, like we have been doing, you get these results. So nobody's ever been in shambles or worried. Like we know what we're capable of. So, yeah.
Is what we're seeing from Taylor Green kind of what you guys get stuck in?
We've been seeing it since last year. We've been seeing it. We know what he can do. So, yeah.
We've been asking people at their vantage point this touchdown run. I don't know if you saw it maybe on live or on the big screen, but when you juked out
The two dudes, yeah, I saw that. That's just Taylor being Taylor. He does it in practice every day. So, I mean, of course, we got excited for the touchdown, but there's nothing we haven't seen. We've been victims of that too. So, yeah.
What's it like trying to run him down in practice?
Like running down the cheetah, I would guess. It's impossible to catch him. Sometimes we find a way. So, yeah.
This was a game where a lot of people got to get involved and include some names that fans have heard a lot. What was the reaction on the sideline when Gabe Miller got that interception?
Oh my God. Just imagine like a Coke bottle being shaken up with Mentos in it. It was crazy. We were just happy for him that he got to make that play. So, yeah.
You guys good?
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.